Lightroom, Photoshop, what the heck is the difference? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you the main differences between these two programs, their main uses, their main purposes, and hopefully this will help you figure out if you should be using Lightroom or if you should be using Photoshop or spoiler alert, if you should be using both in your photography workflow. Hello friends, my name is Emilie Smith. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to go subscribe because I post great videos about how to grow your photography business and grow your photography skills every week, every Tuesday on this channel, and I don't want you to miss another video. And if you're feeling extra today, go click that bell because then YouTube will be able to send you a notification whenever my new videos are posted. So, Photoshop, Lightroom. I think it's safe to say that Photoshop is definitely the most known or the most talked about program out of these two, maybe in the non-photographer's world. Like, think about it, it's even become its own verb. Like, how many times have you heard, oh, I can just Photoshop that out? Or, did you Photoshop that in? That person was totally shopped, you know? So, Photoshop is definitely the most talked about, but let me tell you that Lightroom is my personal favorite tool to edit and to do all my post-processing. So let's hop right into the main differences and the main uses for these two programs. So there are definitely some similarities and overlapping features between each program, but Lightroom and Photoshop still have very big differences and they each have their own uses at some point in your workflow or depending on what you're doing, what project you're working on. So Photoshop is a complete photo editing, photo processing, and photo manipulation software. And you can also create graphics in Photoshop. So Photoshop is used by photographers, but also by graphic artists because you can create stuff from scratch in Photoshop. Lightroom, on the other hand, is purely used by photographers because Lightroom is kind of an all-in-one program that will allow you to not only edit and post-process all of your photos, but it'll also help you organize, cull, and sort all of your photos in different collections and different folders. One of the main differences, in my opinion, that makes Lightroom a lot easier to work with if you have multiple photos, like let's say after a wedding when you have thousands of photos to go through, is the file handling or the way that each program handles all the files and all your photos. Photoshop, you would have to open each photo individually to edit each photo. Now that's not a problem if you have just a few and you really want to go into detail and edit and manipulate each photo. But if you have a whole gallery of photos, that could take forever. So that's where Lightroom comes in handy because Lightroom will allow you to open up multiple photos at once and then edit all of those within the same program, one after the other. And the other main difference is that Photoshop will create PSD or Photoshop files for every photo that you open up in that program. And those files can become quite large, like 250 megabytes for one single photo. Now, Lightroom, on the other hand, won't create new files with your photos. It'll only create a catalog that kind of saves itself in the background, and then all your original photos stay in their original location where you had saved them on your hard drive. So when you're opening up a photo in Lightroom, you're still looking at that original photo that's saved in your hard drive, so you're not creating new files. So if you're a professional photographer or just someone with a professional DSLR, you're probably shooting in RAW format, and if you're not, you should be, but that's for another video. So not any program will open up RAW files. Lightroom has no problem opening up most or even any camera's RAW file. Photoshop, on the other hand, needs an external plugin to be able to open up your RAW file. Now, it's not anything extra. It does come with the Adobe suite. It's called Adobe Camera Raw, but you do have to make sure you have that installed because otherwise Photoshop will just tell you, unrecognized file, cannot open your file. So if you're getting that message, you just need to make sure that you have the most recent version of Adobe Camera Raw and that you have it installed. Now, the way that that plugin works, it opens up as a window before you actually get to have your photo in Photoshop. So I do find that a little clunky and a little cumbersome, or not as easy to work with than in Lightroom, but it still works great. You can still get your editing done and it'll do the job, but I still do prefer Lightroom for my raw photo post-processing. Photoshop actions versus Lightroom presets. So those are kind of the same but different. Lightroom presets are a predetermined position for all or some of your Lightroom sliders. So that means that you have saved that preset and then you can apply it over and over to future photos to get the same effect or the same edit. Now, Photoshop actions are kind of the same, but they're saved as a sequence. So you can go in and edit certain actions one after the other to make different edits on your photo. So they both have the same purpose, and that is to recreate the same edit on future photos. There's not one that's better than the other. Basically, it's just whatever program you're using, you're going to either need presets or you're going to need actions. Another one of the main or huge differences between these two programs is the ability to manipulate your photo. So Lightroom will allow you to do minor manipulations like remove blemishes on a skin, like remove pimples or remove a little something in the sky. As long as you don't have too many details to work with, Lightroom can do those small edits for you. And I do use that tool a little bit to do minor adjustments here and there. But then Photoshop, this is where Photoshop really takes the cake. You can change absolutely anything in your photo with Photoshop, because Photoshop has all these tools that you can use to add things to your photo, remove things from your photo, change faces, change the sky, add whatever you want. You could do anything with Photoshop. You can even add text, you can add graphics, you can create a full poster, or even just create graphic design elements in Photoshop. So Photoshop will just let you build stuff from scratch, and that's where Lightroom won't allow you to do any of that. The other big thing is that in Photoshop, you can have layers. So layers will allow you to basically layer things one on top of the other, or layer different photos one on top of the other. One situation where I use layers quite well, I wouldn't say quite often, but probably the most often, is when I need to swap out faces. Let's say in a big family photo where I was not able to catch a photo where everyone was looking or everyone was smiling, you can then layer photos, find all the smiling faces, and then merge them onto one photo. You would never be able to do that in Lightroom, so that's when you would need a software like Photoshop to help you do that. So this is what it all comes down to. Lightroom is great for organizing, culling, sorting, and doing your post-processing to your photos. And then this will be good enough for most people. This will be plenty of tools for most people, including myself. I rarely open up Photoshop. And then when I do open up Photoshop, it's when I've reached the limit of Lightroom's capabilities, I can then open my photo up in Photoshop, do those edits, and then bring it back in Lightroom to then organize it in there and then export it from there. And that's why I think they're great one beside each other instead of one instead of the other. And if you get the Adobe Creative Suite for photographers, so Photoshop and Lightroom CC, you don't have to choose between one or the other because they both come in that suite. So if you want to grab yourself those softwares, I did link them down in the description below, so go take a peek at them. They're around $10 a month, so that's really inexpensive for great, robust editing programs. The way I use them in my workflow is I start in Lightroom, I organize them, tag them in Lightroom, and then I do most of my post-processing in Lightroom. And then when I've reached the limits of Lightroom, I can open up those certain photos in Photoshop, do those more advanced edits, and then bring them back into Lightroom where I can then export everything from there. So that's how I use them both in my workflow. And I don't think there's a right or a wrong way to do it. It all depends on your project or what end results you want to achieve. So just remember, it's your art, so go ahead, play with them both, figure out which one you prefer, and from there, just have fun. So if you liked my video, guys, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe because I don't want you to miss any more videos. I share videos every Tuesday for photographers just like you in order to help you grow your photography skills and grow your photography business. And if you're feeling extra today, don't forget to go hit that bell so YouTube can notify you whenever I post a new video. So until next time, my friends, don't forget to get out there, go play outside, and go create something. Bye.